What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Play Death Road to Canada with DogAndPony. I'm DogAndPony, and this is Death Road to Canada. We are starting up our game here, getting, toward the middle. We're in the middle-ish of the run. Yeah, we're on day 13, and now day 14. We were on, when we started up, it was day 13, and only 13 days until Canada. We were in the exact middle of the run. So, what do we got here? A smelly campsite. The campground that the group sets up smells terrible. The source of the smell is a complete mystery. We are going to have to endure the smell. Everybody's pretty happy, so our morale will go down, but not too much. The group endures the smell zone all night until passing out. They are not happy in the morning, but they were at least able to sleep. We, lost morale. We ate food. We still have 2 nights worth of food. I think our priority right now needs to be probably gasoline. Always food, but right now also gasoline, which means we're going to the Deadly Walmart, which may or may not have some gasoline for us. We got a sardine-packed swarm. They're pretty irritated, and it's the afternoon. Stomp into the shop in the Stampede. I just woke up. Give me a break. Shop in the Stampede. All right. I'm gonna get rid of the nightstick. Not get rid of it, but you understand. I'll let her pick which one of those she wants to use, and then I'll take the one that she doesn't want to use away from her. I am going to put Rack's log into the trunk and Tommy's sledgehammer as well, because he's not strong in the slightest. Our trunk is full. We've got 1, 2, 3 inventory spots to put additional weapons into. Come on. There we go. We managed to get out right next to that zombie and still not take any damage. It's a Deadly Walmart, which means there's going to be a lot of zombies. They're sardine packed. But, that just means we got to kind of spend a little bit of time in the parking lot clearing them, which is pretty easy. As long as we don't make any major mistakes on our own. We just need to not walk into a group that's thick like the one right up here and bunch all the other zombies up together and then kill them slowly while walking around the outside of the parking lot. But right now, I think our best route is down. Somehow that swing just totally whiffed. It's okay. Exarn and I recently picked up a copy of Dominion, the board game. Well, it's not a board game. There's no boards. It's a tabletop game that uses cards. It is a deck building game, and everything in that game is cards. But anyway, we recently picked up a copy, and we finally got to play it for the first time last night. We're going to play it a lot more tonight as well. Maybe even 2 more games tonight. Wow. I wonder if they could hit those cars enough to make them explode. They're really bunched up there, which is great for me because it's making it really easy to pick them off as they make it past the car, which will really speed up this process. All right, I think we gotta let the horde out again just to keep things moving. That was nice while it lasted, but we knew it couldn't go on forever. Anyway, Dominion. If you're not familiar with it, it's the original deck building game. So you start with a deck of like 10 preset cards that you always start with, and then you gradually purchase more cards to add to your deck, and you have to try to have a better deck than the other person. That's not a great description of what it's like, but the goal is to have the most victory points at the end of the game, and getting the cards that give you victory points takes up spaces in your deck, making it so your individual hands that you draw might end up being worse as a result of having them, but you have to get them to win. So it's like, you have to manage your resources and stuff like that. It's a trade-off, blah, blah, blah. We played our very first game yesterday, and it was an exact tie. And I took the first turn, and the game ended after her turn, which means we had the same number of moves, which according to the rules means it was a tie and we just both won, which I think was pretty cool because she spent the whole time mad because I typically win games that we play. I don't let her win. I don't think that's fun for either of us. So I wasn't exactly going easy. It was our first time playing. I was discovering how to play the game just as much as she was, and just the fact that we got an exact tie at the end was pretty funny. And it's a fun game. I recommend it. I enjoyed it. I've only played it once, but I know that it gets there are a lot of different variations of how to play. So I can't imagine having any less fun my second, third, fourth, even fifth time playing, and maybe well beyond that. It's starting to get a little late, but we do need to take out these zombies before we can actually think about looting. I'm hoping we get a lot of food in here, but gas as well, as I mentioned. That should, hey, look at that, 32 gas and ammo, which is fantastic. There were weapons, but nothing incredibly useful. I think we should be able to go through and kind of kill the zombies as we loot now. We have to be careful about what we do because we do need to bunch them up around these aisles at some point. But overall, I don't think we're going to be in danger. All right. Yeah, so far so good. They'll keep killing. I'll keep looting. Getting that one item off that shelf might have been a bad idea there, but it panned out anyway. It almost made it tough to get back to my group. There's very few zombies left. It is getting darker, so this is going to be difficult if more zombies start spawning outside, especially. But hopefully we can avoid that being too much of a problem by just going a little faster. And if it does become a problem, we do have guns. Is that a paper towel roll? It's a great weapon, very flimsy, but it knocks them back pretty hard, so I like it. You see that when they're flying backwards like that, it's because I hit them with the paper towel roll. I'm going to get the hatchet back out and try to save that for emergencies. It's probably about to break now that I've used it a little too much. Tommy almost got himself in a little bit of trouble there. We're going to get a lot of food. I have 8, and other people have picked up at least 2. I wonder if anyone wants this tennis racket. XRN wanted it. All right. Yeah, at this point, I'm not going to make zombies a priority at all. We'll kill them as we walk up to them. Okay, there's a few rooms off to the side here. I'm pretty happy with the amount of loot we've gotten already, and there's, even more coming up. That's great. I was hoping for more gas, but I wasn't expecting to find any more, and I'm very pleased with any additional gas we get from this point. I was fine with just the 30 to bring us, over 100. It was 36, so it would have put us at 110. And yeah, I was happy with just that. Anything beyond that is icing on the cake, and we're there already. So I think we're gonna be fine. This is definitely looking like a winning run, at least right now. I mean, we could lose our car and then be on foot for like, a day and lose all of our loot and just completely die. So you never really know this early on. It is, despite being halfway through the game, early because it is such a long game. But hopefully we'll encounter a trading camp soon before we encounter any bandits that make us lose our food or anything like that anyway. And we'll be able to buy something good. I think the ship has sailed on buying that new sword, the cold steel, whatever it's called, because we already encountered and killed the guy that sells it. Shop owners might be able to spawn multiple times. I really don't know. If they can, we might still get it. If they can't, then we won't. There is one more room off to the left at the bottom, I think. There might be a second room on this side that I didn't notice, but I think there's only 3. So yeah, here we go. Oh, I was just kind of expecting no zombies. I don't know why. There There's been zombies every other place we went. I just thought this one would be clear for absolutely no reason. Moving on. Oh, even more. We didn't get any toilets in this whole building. The other side had like 4 open toilets. This side had 2 or 3. A lot of food. Wow, like a lot of food and more gas. 98 gas. From a single Walmart, we got nearly 100 gas. If there had been just 2 closed toilets, we would have gotten even more. All right, I think that's everything, so we're gonna head out with one more glance over the whole place. Yeah, I think we're good. Hopefully the parking lot's not too crowded. I can't imagine it would be. And it's not. It's completely dead out here. Pardon the expression, pardon the pun. 30 food up to 46. It's not that much. Like there are still things we just can't afford with only 46. And if we do want to eat as well, we can't really buy anything too extravagant, but it could work out for us. Rick here might be building up these defenses. The group has asked for help by a settlement. They say that they will be raided by bandits soon. If the group helps with the defense, they will get a reward of 15 food, some ammo, and a cowboy rifle, which could put us into buying something extravagant territory. What's Rick's mechanical like? It's neutral. We might be able to improve it here. I don't know if this will succeed for us. I'm going to drink a little bit of water here. And build up defenses. That's awesome. Rick tries to build up, sorry for bumping the mic there, the settlement's defenses. He tells the settlers how to build fortifications in some weak areas. The extra defenses seem to help a lot in the bandit attack. The settlers are thankful for the help. His mechanical increases, which is awesome. Rifle ammo, plus 20. Don't care too much about that. I mean, it'll be helpful later on. We can use guns more readily now, and we got plus 15 food as we expected. Morale up for Dog and Pony and everyone else. That makes up for the smell zone we endured earlier. We need to be wary of random people. Who knows what they are capable of? Familiar faces. Whoa, it's Woody. It's nice to see a familiar face. He was making tons of noise playing a portable game console at full blast. He's a mega buff warrior, but we're gonna have to leave him behind because we don't have anyone to give up. Everybody on the team fills a purpose that I don't want to be without, and we've all been trained as well. The group camps for the night off a quiet stretch of the road. The group eats a decent meal. In the morning, there is a moose outside the camp. It looks injured and is just glaring at the group. Eventually, or nope, even injured, a moose is a really powerful creature. Probably best to not mess with it. We don't want to wrestle it. I don't think we're anywhere near strong enough to get away with that. Rick's shooting is good though, right? So we could shoot it and get a little bit of food, or Tommy could treat its injuries. His medical's great, actually. I think we'll do that one. Tommy tries to help the injured moose. He patches it up a little. The moose is too confused by this gesture of kindness to maul him. We lost a medical supply, but we didn't need it anyway. We got morale up and loyalty up as well. Unfortunately, not medical up, but we don't super need it anyway, so whatever. We need to inventory all of our supplies. We got no time for that type of boring stuff, and morale goes down. Not cool, Tommy. Just because you're in a great mood doesn't mean you should be getting everyone else down. Twinkie trucking. There's a Twinkie truck on the road. It's upside down, and the door to the back is locked tight. The group salivates about the bounty of processed corn syrup that must be inside. Okay. We got trying to jimmy it open, we got smashing it with something heavy, and we got shooting the lock. We know his mechanical isn't as good as his strength. We don't know what his shooting is, but I think it's good. It's really good, right? Isn't it max? We just haven't revealed it yet. I've been playing a handful of runs. I did a live stream yesterday, which also had Rick in it. It's hard to keep track of the different Ricks, especially when their names change so frequently. So I'm just going to go with the strength option because we know that his strength is really good. Rick finds a big rock and then swings hard at the lock. Wham! The lock shatters. The group collects the Twinkies that weren't all smashed up and raided by ants after the truck flipped. Plus 8 food. That's a whole day's worth right there. We're at 61 food, which is incredible. Thanks to that settlement that we helped. Trading on the death road An enormous army of undead shambles around the carnage that surrounds the border to Canada. Many have tried to get through, most only succeed in having their bodies added to the horde. Maybe your team will be different. This group runs into a trading camp. The group. You have 61 food left. Visit the trader camp. Let's buy something ridiculous. If we're given the opportunity to do so. Alright, we got an axe merchant down there. We will talk to this guy first. I don't think he's gonna have anything we want. Shotgun peddler. Oh, big dog. Maybe. We might buy big dog. Is this an easy medical college? Yep. I thought the van was always like that greenish color. We'll use charm. I don't want to get group medical training. I don't want to pay for it. Might as well try this. He accidentally comes across as creepy, which is fine because Tommy is our medic anyway. And axe merchant. Medieval axe, electric guitar. I don't want either of those. You know what I want? I want big dog. Yes, this is worth it. Big dog for 40 food. The group buys the big dog. It's a one-of-a-kind custom shotgun. Every shot is a massive blast of zombie splattering. We lose 40 food. The trader falls for Dog and Pony's charm and gives extra. We got 20 ammo. Big dog and 20 ammo is totally great. We need... I wish we could sell our guns. Big dog is on that, so I'm going to do this. Okay. Rick gets big dog. Rick would prefer having big dog over his Dolt 45, trust me. What? Rick can't lose his Dolt 45, or we just can't do it? I don't know. Let's get in the car and go. We have big dog. That's all we needed. All right. I mean, if he can't take it, we're gonna. If he can't lose his Dolt 45, we're using both. Car breakdown. The car is broken down from use and abuse. It won't start up again. We could attempt to fix it. We have plenty of gas. Oh, we only have 100? I thought we had a lot more than that. Oh well. Oh, it's a muscle car, so it's easy to fix. Let's do it. Easily repairs the car in no time. Good enough for me. 11 driving days until Canada, and the car is in decent condition. House siege. The group is surprised by a large horde of zombies while scavenging. They run into a house for shelter and plan their next move. Siege alert. There's no escape. We'll try to survive. I can't. It's weird because usually these are unmovable, but I guess they wanted you to be able to change the order. Maybe they changed how all that works and we just haven't run into any rare characters that have unequipable weapons since then, for lack of a coherent way to phrase that sentence. I can't unequip guns. Okay. You know what? Wait. I'm really confused. Okay. There's a bug. That's the only explanation I have. So, big dog. Big dog. There we go. Thank you. That was really odd. I think. It works for everything except guns? Oh well. I don't want you to have that. You got a hatchet. You got a hammer. Where'd your hockey stick go? Did it break? You got big dog, hatchet, cardboard tube. I'll switch out that. Actually, you know what? Okay, sorry for taking so long here. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna start with the hatchet. I think we're pretty safe for a little while. That was a pretty nice move. I think this is gonna be fine. This isn't that bad of a siege. And, you know, Big Dog is going to be the star of this show. Did they nerf Big Dog? I swear Big Dog used to be way better. Is Big Dog even worth the price anymore? I mean, probably. It's probably still really good. I don't even know if they actually nerfed it. Wow, that table broke immediately. That chair did some good work, though. All right. I want to get into this room. I think it's going to be, now that I see the interior of it, pretty easy to defend. As long as more zombies don't spawn inside, and they're not going to. I was going to whip out Big Dog just in case more zombies fell from the ceiling, but... you know, now that the zombies are done spawning, and they're just going to be these ones that we're going to funnel past this counter here, we're good. We're great. That siege went very, very well. Some zombies might make it over through the other side of the counter, but even if they do, and now they're not going to for sure, we could handle them. This is pretty easy. I think we can probably just sneak out past them now. So I'm gonna do that. No sense in spending a bunch of time killing them all. Except that 2 of our group members can't get out. Did they take damage? No, thank you. Yeah, I guess the counter was kind of hard for them to maneuver around without walking directly past the zombies. I should have seen that coming. What is this guy doing over here? Put him out of his misery and get back on the road. 3 food, 1 medical supply. It's more than you're normally going to find at a siege, so I'm pretty happy with it. Unless there was an update that made it so you'll always find at least a little bit of loot at a siege. Because it used to be like no loot whatsoever. I want the morale and random skill gain because I don't particularly think anybody, well, everybody could use strength a little bit, but to varying degrees, I'm just going to go with this. Every day is a great teacher as long as you don't get eaten. Mostly I wanted to get DogAndPony's morale up a little more. He got fitness. Rick and Tommy got fitness as well, and Exarn got medical. That's kind of a waste for Exarn, but I'm glad everybody else got fitness. I like that. I think that was the right choice. Old campground. The group finds an abandoned campground with a fire pit. Exarn even finds an old, somewhat stale, extra large bag of marshmallows. We're gonna eat them. The group sets up camp, then eats a huge bag of marshmallows instead of eating dinner. There's even some left over. We got 2 food out of the deal. That's awesome. We spent 40 food and we still have a surplus. We'll go to the sporting goods store because I don't think we have anyone with a mechanical good enough to fix the, what's it called? Coffee machine. I'm looking at our inventory. I want to see if there's anything we should consolidate. There's nothing we have duplicates of that aren't already stacked. But the trunk is full. We got pretty lucky. I guess we'll get rid of like the screwdriver if we find anything we want to keep. I broke my cardboard tube. I forgot I had it equipped. That's okay. It's really helpful, and I think it did actually help out a lot in that siege. The first time I used it. The second time I took it out, it was useless. Maybe we take the second Dolt 45, get rid of some pistols. Alright, that's fine. Keep it moving. I'll let other people decide what they want to do with that Dolt 45. I don't know if it's actually better than a pistol. I think it must do more damage. Like, maybe it has better accuracy and does more damage because it's rarer for one. You find them less, and it holds less ammunition, so it must be better in some capacity. Other than its capacity, haha. Okay. I just realized that Rick isn't even holding his Dolt 45 anymore. And the Dolt 45 is in the trunk while someone is holding a pistol. That was not the brightest move on my part. Okay. Moving on. Alright, loot right off the bat. 3 more shotgun shells. Awesome. That'll help me use Big Dog more effectively. How many shotgun shells do we have in the car? I'll check later. I want to know how often I can use Big Dog without having to worry about the final sieges, like, you know, running out of ammo during those. I want to take a full shotgun full of ammo into the each of the last 2 sieges and be able to use all of it. I know I'll pick up some extra loot while we're there. Extra shells, bullets, and rifle ammo as well. But I just want to be. Oh, Tommy. Okay. What I should have done is whipped out Big Dog and start shooting it. But by the time I saw that he was trapped, I do need to whip it out now, though. By the time I saw that he was trapped, it was too late for me to switch to it, so I figured it's a better idea just to try to stick with what I have. And I want that. I was gonna pick it up when I got an opportunity, but Xarn took it from me. Okay. I don't know if that can run out of. It might have its own like charge stat or something. Anyway, yeah. By the time I realized that he was in trouble, it was too late for me to switch to Big Dog, and I had to try to just run in with my hatchet. I should have paused the game and switched to Big Dog manually that way. There's a lot of things I should have done. I didn't, and I'm sorry. At least we got his ammo. He's got he had a gun, right? Yeah, the cowboy rifle. I want Dog and Pony to take the cowboy rifle instead of the pistol. I'm gonna control Sick Rhymes here, which is my favorite name that he can have. I think for obvious reasons. Another tennis racket, more tennis rackets, a shotgun shells. I did not distribute our guns very well. I just kind of forgot to do that. The fact that Dog and Pony was holding a pistol instead of the Dolt 45, the fact that two of us have shotguns when I should be the only one with a shotgun since I have Big Dog. This is weird. Okay, let's go. There's more up top. Gotta switch to the hatchet first, and then, no, there's a fence there. I don't know if there's anything worthwhile up here, but there is another block of buildings, potentially. I do not like that we lost our fourth party member, but maybe now we'll be able to find like Valkyrie or TLB or even Mason might be nice. We have pretty nice morale across the group right now, and enough stats that, or enough loot that we won't be losing morale regularly. So having him wouldn't be too dangerous, I don't think. Yeah, I think we could manage Mason. Rambo with his minigun, that was empty. Is there another block up there? And this building we may or may not be able to actually get into. We did, it's fine. Wow, okay, that's more doors than I was expecting. We've been in this town for a while. Mostly because that sporting goods store had so many zombies in it. I still think this run is a win. I don't think there's any way we lose this run unless I royally mess up the last sieges, or if we end up on foot for any prolonged period of time and get really unlucky with the encounters we have there. I mean, you know, it's losable because there's ways to lose that are completely outside of our control, but if we don't encounter those, I don't even think I can mess up enough to lose. Yeah, I'm feeling good. More rifle ammo is fantastic. And I think it was picked up by Dog and Pony, and he's holding a cowboy rifle. Not that he's going to use any of that ammo. He's not allowed to. There is another block up here, which is weird. There's been a lot of loot here already. I can't believe there's more. It looks like only the one building. We'll look at that one a little closer after that. Okay. We do have to come this way to get out of here anyway. Okay. Back to the car. I'm really happy with what happened here except for the loss of our team member, but I think, I put a little bit of a positive spin on that, right? Now we don't have to choose who to give up when we encounter the next person on the road. We did lose our medic, which is really bad. 4 food, 33 gas. Actually really nice. Okay. And that is all for now. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I would love, absolutely love, to reach 100 100 subscribers by the end of the month. That's January 2017. We're getting real close. We have over 70. I could get 1 a day for the rest of the month, and we should be right exactly at 100. So why don't you add yourself to that? Again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode.